Hi, it's me. Excuse me. It's me, Maureen Sky, Senior Silver, Chatty Sky, coming at you because it's time. It's overdue for a video, and I'm getting there, folks. My days are pretty busy. Today, it's warm here. It's evening. It's after supper time, and I'm outside on my swing. And honestly, people, to be very honest, I love this area and everything, but you know, the last few weeks here with everything going on, I could cry. I may cry. I am crying. Things just aren't the same with Eddie gone and trying to do everything myself. I have Maricela here and she's a big help, but she has to go to work, and I'm not trying to do a woe is me kind of video. I'm not. These are emotions. I wasn't going to come out here and cry, but it just happens because I finally get to sit and reflect on everything, because I've been pushing off these emotions all week. But my reality today is just so grim and dim, and I don't have the answers. I'm trying so hard to do the right thing and get going and get out of here, because it's too much for me and I know it. And with my diabetes and my slight heart condition, I'm on pills for different things. It's just even more so overwhelming. I have to be careful. I have to take care of my health first, and I know that, and I'm trying to be real good. Yesterday, I was real tired and trying to work with my girl Shelly, who comes to help me clean 1 day a week. But all these people that I have to come, I have to pay them. And the money's getting very tight. Well, I don't get all the money that we had when Eddie was alive, and he was getting, you know, a good amount of money there. It just stopped when he passed on. Long story. And I had a tag sale last couple weekends, opening up the doors and letting people come in, and people have been real nice and buying some stuff. A couple of people have been back a few times, which is great, but I really didn't make the amount of money I had hoped to. You know, I've had tag sales with my ex-husband as a young woman years back, where, you know, you could plan on making $1,000 in a weekend, like nothing. And I had really good stuff, better than what we've sold years back, where I did make that kind of money. Things have changed. Times have changed. Facebook Marketplace, you know, took over a lot of that, which I'm not knocking it. It's a sign of the times, you know. I like Facebook Marketplace, but I'm just saying that's a contender with, you know, trying to run a tag sale and everything else. So now I've got to take more pictures and try to list some of that stuff that way, which I will do. I'm running a 0.5% store on my eBay on some things, and it's moving stuff right along. I'm just about giving it away now, or just trying to get back the money I spent on a lot of the items, so I don't have to take a lot of that with me, because I pretty much, I guess, I'm gonna supposedly close up the shop. But I got another idea floating in my head where I might just put it on hold and bring the clothing with me, because that doesn't take up that much space. I've got my clothing all wrapped up already and in bins, and I can do that. I think and just leave the hard goods behind and get rid of that stuff, because it's the hard goods that take up a lot of space. So I may think about that, and then when I'm down there in Florida, I can always find some good thrift stores and just start back up again, if I have the room and the means and still the ambition to do it, because I enjoy it. I like the hunt and everything. But anyway, but where I'm going with the tears and the utter feeling is that, you know, it's just, I'm not having joy around here lately. With Eddie gone and what's happening now. You ready for this one? Well, if we back up about 3 years ago, terrible leak in our dining room ceiling. Now, understand, this is a 9-room old historical. It's on the Historical Society bit. We're in that zone all the way up South Street. It's all historical. So this building, this house was built in 1857. And so it's seen a lot of years, way before electricity and all that. And Eddie and I have put money into it as best we could afford over the years to keep it maintained, and keep the lawns mowed, snow plowing, get a guy over here in the snow plowing in the winter. And, you pay all these people for all these services as we got older and we couldn't do it ourselves. So anytime something needed repair, we were trying to be on it. So this ceiling leak came in around it's a 2-story house, and there's the 3, I'll walk over later, 3 bay windows. And so, let's take a little walk and I can come back to show you. So, the leak was really bad, and we noticed our ceiling in the dining room bubbling up in the corner where the bay windows end and the other roof adjoins. So with that, we called a roofing company in Greenfield, the next town over, right away, and we got some young guys. The big boss sent a bunch of young guys. They were here for several days, back and forth, trying to figure out where this leak was coming from. In the meantime, they were doing their best to try to contain it so no more water came in, this and that. Okay. Well, on about the 8th try, the big boss comes over, because every time it rained while they were working, the water was still coming in. We weren't happy, but they made it right. The big boss supposedly figured it out, and they fixed it, and I paid close to $3,000 for that work done. Okay, got the paperwork, and supposedly all those materials and everything they did is guaranteed. Well, think again, because here we are now. The house needs painting too, which I can't afford to do, so I'm obviously trying to get it on the market and sell it as is. So here you go, folks. Don't judge. Just a gal trying to do her best. So the leak is way up there. I can see a section. Up in that, where it joins, where you see the chimney, then come down with your eyes at where the roof ends on the bay window area, and that seam, that's where it's coming in. But it's not coming in that bad up in the bedroom, thank the good Lord, up there, because I just had that painted last year and done over with that's all newly done over, and it looks nice up there. I will be devastated if that starts leaking up there. Ugh, but it's got to be up there somewhere, and I believe it's in the closet. There's a closet, deep closet. Okay. Well, it's coming down and into the dining room right here and causing some terrible water damage. And the ceiling is already in need of repair and looks like it's going to fall down on you any day now. And I'm just holding my breath that I can get out of here. The new buyer understands it's their issue. They can fix it however they want. And, I'm not asking a lot of money for her, just enough to get me to the next phase of my life. Anyhow, I have more to tell you, so let's just walk for a minute. My son and daughter-in-law just graciously built me these beautiful, lovely new steps, which actually make it look pretty. See the sign up there? 1857, yeah. Are you getting that? Actually, we gotta come around anyway because there's something on this stuff. I've been putting stuff out front so that people take it. And they have been, so that's working to kind of get rid of stuff. Here's one of the trees I had down, and I had them cut it to this length because the idea was we were gonna put a birdhouse. But haven't gotten that far yet. Wonder why. So anyway, the old farmhouse. And I think there's even a nest up there. Nice. They're gonna get a hornet's nest too. These light up, but these are pretty. I love what my son and daughter-in-law did. I'm very happy about that. That makes me smile. And another tree I paid for to have done. These two, they were close to $1,000 or more to have. These two trees, they went way up high. And I was worried that they would fall down during a storm. So that was a couple of years ago. You adding this all up? I mean, I have done nothing but pay for trees falling down around here and roofs leaking. And I just want to run fast if you can identify. And it was a fun place to live while Eddie, and I love the town. Like I said, I don't mean to be Debbie Downer tonight. I don't. It's just, this is our bug house, we call it. It's started out just a little deck, and then Eddie added to it over the years, and we've actually had a lot of fun in the bug house. There's a ramp going up, and I sit in there too. I cannot find my incense. I love to burn incense when I'm outside, and you think I can find it? And I know it's here. Matches. Not find it. Huh. Oh well. I guess it is what it is. I don't know what happened to it. I do have some. Yeah. A lot of whimsy. Made that. Picture of me and Eddie years back. We were in Dollywood. Yeah. Yeah. Dollywood with our motorhome. He took me to Dollywood. Yeah, good memories. But anyway, I can't even find my incense right now. But anyway, I'm down on the swing, so let's go back. But anyway, that's what's got me so frosted and where I could just feel like running away, because I called the roofing guys who were here 3 years ago, because they're right in Greenfield and they're familiar with the house and the roof and everything because they did the work. And given my paperwork, I'm going to have them fix it, and I don't think I'm going to be paying much on the bill. At least that's my plan. So anyway, with that, I've been calling, leaving messages, leaving emails. I swear I've called that person business over a dozen times within 2 days to no avail. They must be on vacation. That's all I can surmise. I can't imagine a business not at least getting back to you. So they must be gone. But you'd think they'd state that in their voicemail on their phone, that they're away or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's that. So this morning I had it with no getting back to me, so I called another company. I'm not quite sure where they're located, but they're local. I don't think it's Greenfield, though. It might be one of these other towns. I don't know. But anyway, they service my area, so I called them. And I'm not getting anyone calling me back. I thought maybe after supper time. No, it's not happening. I called around 9:30 this morning, And I called 2 or 3 other times after that throughout the day. And and I sent an email to his email. So I'm working on it, folks, but nobody's getting back to me. Now, my son has a heart condition, and he can't really get up that high, and I wouldn't want him to anyway. And some of my other people that I have working are a little apprehensive to get up there, too. So it's not like everyone has a little bit of an issue with height or something going on. So I'm just getting no luck with that. And I can't get up there, and I wouldn't. I'm afraid of heights for sure. You don't want me up there. I wouldn't anyway. But I'm just saying. So here we sit. And the forecast is there could be some rain in our future here. And if that happens, I am really, really a sinking ship here. Because if the ceiling falls, it holds up everything I'm trying to do. And I don't have the budget. No. Trying not to think about it, but it's very hard. Yeah. Yeah. I set my hair the other day. It was so, literally beautiful curls. And with this heat, it's all, I'm trying to keep it looking nice, but I'm a mess because I've been working, and then I just made supper, cooking, and it's hot. Doing the best I can, folks. Anywho, I know that there's people suffering far more than me around the world, so I don't want to come across like it's all about me and this big old world of ours. It's not. But this is just one person's dilemma at the moment that I'm dealing with, that I just need answers. And like I said, I need the universe to provide over here for just a little bit. I'll pay you back with interest. But for right now, I could use some answers my way. Positive. And in the meantime, the weekend, a lot of people came around, and 2 different parties, maybe even 3, showed a lot of interest in the house. So I took them through because they're friends, and I don't know if I should be doing that prior to, I got to get back. I have sent my realtor a message, but I haven't really signed on as anything yet, and I was waiting for this one person right next door here because he came Sunday with his wife. This is the 4th time he's been around, and he said his wife was very eager to see the place. And I told him that I would somewhat be interested in listening to what he had to say as far as, the for sale by owner bit. And I'm green. I know nothing about that, so I'm listening with all ears. And I took them graciously through, told them everything, was honest about things, how to do this and how that works and why that looks like that and everything. And actually talked up a storm with them. I was chatty Cathy that day. But anyway, and then a friend of mine from years back lives right here in town. She's been by 2 or 3 times because they're big, my age or older, and her new guy, because both their spouses died, so they took up with each other, and that's great because life has to go on, right? So they're a couple now, and they came by and bought a bunch of my stuff, which is nice. But she brought her daughter Sunday. I didn't know they were coming. And she brought her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. And he's a retired younger guy. He was young to be retired, but evidently he is. And he knows how to build and do a lot of things. So they might be interested. So I took them through. And they're the ones that told me to beware of anybody trying to lowball you. And I know that. And so I need a certain amount, which I had thrown that figure out to this other guy who his son lives next door, and they own that property. They buy and sell a lot of homes around town. So he's well known and he's showing interest, and he's the one that came with his wife, but he left here without giving me any figure. I thought I'd be getting a figure. And I haven't heard from him since. This is Thursday. And I'm not calling him. Nope. I don't want to come across as you know what. So, nope. Which I'm not. I mean, there's plenty of people. This house will sell eventually, but I'm trying my best to make sure I don't have any more damage, and I don't know where that's going because I can't get a hold of anyone. Always something. And I got so much money put away for my taxes due October 1st. Well, I might have to take some of that money to have this repaired, this problem, because I can't let it go. And the taxes might have to wait and get paid when the house gets sold. I don't know. I don't have the answers, folks. I'm just thinking out loud and trying to figure it all out. What do other people do? What would you do? In my case, exactly what I just said? Yeah, probably. Pretty much. That's where I'm at. I tell you, not easy. And you know, honestly, if I make it to my destination, which is right now to go to Florida, and I just hope I like it there, I'm just going to take a moment and go on a beach or sit by a pool somewhere and have a nice cold drink. Can be alcoholic or not, I don't care, as long as it's cold, it's got ice in it, and it tastes good, and it's not too sweet. I'm not going to spike my sugars. And I'm going to just take a deep breath and say, oh my God, I did it. I actually did it. I'm here. I just want to live simpler and at peace. I'm going to read some good books. I'm going to weave on my loom that I made. It's about window size. It makes rag rugs that I did a few years back, and you have the balls and the warp, and it's fun. I did one and entered it in the fair, and I got a blue ribbon. So I'm going to do more of those. Write more in my journal. Play with my tarot. I kind of got into tarot cards. I kind of liked it. Not witchy, bad stuff. No, but just kind of more putting things out there and then seeing what the tarot shows up when you do a spread, you know. Anyway, kind of fun. So, to everybody to his own. I got a kick out of it. I'm going to continue with that. So anyway, here I am. My pool's green. Got the filter going, and I think my son needs to come over and take the filter out and replace it. And I would have loved to have gotten in there today, a perfect day for it, but it's Kool-Aid green, and I got to be careful with that too. So I was in the other day with it kind of like that, but and I've added water, I've added water, I've added chemicals. I did another shock just the other day, and nothing's really touching that. Too bad. But it is my last summer with it too, so yeah. Yeah, Susie's squeak is in my swing. That's okay, we like Susie. How you all doing today? I hope you're having a good day. Overall, things aren't bad. I've dealt with worse, I guess. I just need some answers. I need some direction, and I need some guidance so I can get out of here. It's time, you know. I got Eddie's party. I got a party, event, celebration of life event. I got to do up a list and plan for that. That's just a 2-hour thing now, and whoever comes, and when it's done, it's done. I did my part. I know what I want to do, and not going to be some big fancy thing, but it's going to be the best we can do, considering everything that's gone down. His daughter's gone now, you know. still got to have my car fixed. Oh, yeah. So, woohoo! I am surprised though that right now, so far, the bugs aren't too bad. Knock on wood. Hear that? That's why I like the incense too. It does keep them away, you know? Yeah. So what's happening in your neck of the woods, guys? Oh, I say that, and there was one just landed on me. Maybe I do need to go back inside and finish up. We'll watch them if I get any more. Yeah. Last thing I like are mosquitoes. Yeah, love this. I haven't been out here like I normally, a normal summer out here for me, I'd be out here, I'd be sitting in my bottle area, I'd be burning incense, singing my music, I'd be using the pool on the daily, twice on a hot day like today, I'd be in 2 or 3 times. I'd be doing my garden beds, I'd be just enjoying out here and hardly in the house. And lately I'm in the house and I am not getting out here because there's so much for me to do and paperwork. And today, first of the month is past and there's bills due, so I had to write them all out. And some of them I had to close the account, but they want proof of Eddie's death, so I had to pay $10 a piece for 5 death certificates and then pay extra postage, to get them going. And I mean, there is just one thing after another right now, and I'm trying to handle it all and keep good records, and oh, good Lord. And the house is hot because it's not air conditioned. I got fans going and you name it, sticking to everything. Yeah, it's the way it is here. Really surprised I haven't seen many. Of course, I haven't been out here. Cardinals and stuff, because they do usually nest right in that bunch of grapevine. There's actually a nice couple of lilac bushes under that, but you don't see it. And I notice I am getting my Asian pears this year. I can make some nice recipes with that as long as I don't go too sweet with the sugar. Yeah. Asian pears, and there's 2 trees, and the other one is loaded more than this side. But last year I didn't get any, so this year they're there. There's a lot of them, and they just need a few more weeks. And come, mid-September, late September, I'll be picking them. Yeah, late fall, and I'm gonna look up for some jam. Nice pear jam or something. Yeah. There is an Asian pear bread or cake I made, but I made some and gave it to my father a few years back. Well, had to be quite a few years back because he died in 2013. Jeez, okay. Well, anyway, I had made him some bread from the pears and with regular sugar, and he's diabetic. No, I think I used Splenda. Anyway, I made him this, but he loved it. But he ended up telling me that it had spiked his sugar pretty bad. So I've got to be aware of that when I cook with them and make anything with them, because I don't need to be getting sick. I was sick yesterday. Yeah, I didn't feel good yesterday. Yeah, I think I'm going to head back in. It's sticky, and I think the bugs are going to start biting. We'll go back in. I'll show you a couple things, and then we'll call it a video. From Silver Senior Chatty Sky lady. Yeah.